Good evening, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to News in Focus. My name is Faraz Patel. A little bit of a different News in Focus because we're going to be profiling a very special client of us here at Hilaal TV. But before we start the conversation, here's a promo of who we're going to be speaking about. Yes, today we are excited to introduce to you the Hello Group, a company best known for its brands Hello Mobile, Hello Paysa, and of course Hello Pay. Now, Hello Group was launched to address the needs of migrant workers with a commitment to innovation. Hello Group leverages technology to deliver financial inclusivity and breaks down barriers in financial services, especially across Africa and Asia. Its solutions empowers people to stay connected, transact securely, and grow their business. Joining us to discuss Hello Pay, I'd like to welcome Mohamed Mubeen Sanjee, who is the National Sales Manager for Hello Pay. And of course, we're going to be discussing the product itself and of course how it has integrated itself within the ever-expanding digital payment systems across the country. Mubeen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and Jazakallah so much for joining us.
Wa alaikum salam. Jazakallah for having me, Faraz.
I know, it's an absolute pleasure. Mubeen, you see it everywhere, the Hello Group, of course, Hello Pay itself. But talk to us about the history of it and its importance getting into the market.
So, Hello Pay was actually formed in 2020. I joined the company in February that year. The launch was supposed to happen at the end of March. Unfortunately, we know what happened that year. We had COVID. So the launch was delayed a bit to the end of June. So, as you said in the introduction, Hello Group historically focused on the needs of migrants that moved to the country. And we saw an opportunity as Hello Group for migrant business owners. So initially we had the Hello Paysa remittance product, we had the Hello Paysa bank product, and we saw the need for foreign nationals to open businesses here to go cashless. So what we saw is an opportunity to actually provide a solution for their business and provide them with the Hello Pay product. Now, the Hello Pay product I'm referring to is your POS devices. Some of your listeners or viewers might see them as debit or credit card machines. So what we do is we saw an opportunity to provide the full solution. So if you're a migrant business owner, for example, who sells clothes, and someone walks into your clothing shop to buy an item, they could pay for that item on a device provided by Hello. It goes into a bank account provided by Hello, and you can send that money back to your family overseas by a remittance product provided by Hello. So that's where the idea of Hello Pay Group. But the difference between this product in Hello Group compared to our other products is Hello Pay is the first product we can actually offer to South African nationals and businessmen as well.
You talk of a device, of course, a device right behind you. I mean, you see this all over. And it's a device that's making its way into the market, isn't it? Because everyone now wants simplicity, but they want convenience. And this product allows for it to happen.
100%. So we're moving into an era where you can accept card payments not only by paying with a card, but also your cell phone, or also watches. And we're moving away from a society who only uses cash. So there's definitely a need for it.
You mentioned watches.
Yes.
Talk to us about that, because this is the first time I'm hearing something like this. I mean, I know about the mobile phone, where you can just take your phone and scan. But talk to us about watches, because this is quite innovative, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And I mean, like I said, we're trying to move away from a society that uses cash. There's a lot of reasons for that. Obviously, the safety element, but also different ways of paying. And the latest smartwatches also use the same technology that you have on cell phones, and you're allowed to settle payments with them.
Mubeen, let's talk about the merchants' businesses, because this was primarily, launched as one of it to help merchant businesses to go cashless. How does your payment device benefit them? One would like to think that it really does make it quite simple for them to say, okay, we've got this device, customers can come in, they can pay. It makes it effective, because effectiveness is what every customer is looking for.
100%. And the difference it brings, it enhances and grows your business. And the reason I say that, if you run a business where you only accept cash, so a consumer like myself who doesn't carry cash anymore would not be willing to go draw cash or buy from you. So if you're a business owner and you take this device or take the system, it allows you to grow your business, because you are now appealing to a different market who could purchase from you. So you grow the business in that way. The other way it actually grows is that the safety. Unfortunately, we're in a country where we know crime is such a big thing. And it not only allows the business to go cashless, but because the customer is not carrying cash, the safety aspect is, it definitely appeals to a lot of owners.
There's something interesting I've picked up, Mubeen, is that, of course, you've partnered with the big brands like Visa, MasterCard. Of course, you're powered by Nedbank. A lot of people look at those brands, and of course, look, it's brands that have been reputable. It's been there for decades and decades. But how important is it to partner with these brands to say, look, we're not just a fly-by-night, but we are the real deal, and we're here to offer you something that maybe other products will not be able to offer.
Yes, obviously, to be associated with these brands obviously carries a lot of trust to the final merchant. Once you have these brands, or once you're associated to them, especially with a bank like Nedbank, who's recognized all over. As a third party, to be associated with these banks definitely carries a lot of weight. So it's a trust thing. When you deal with people's money, they want to know that you can be trusted, and to be associated with these brands obviously makes a big difference.
Mubeen, you've mentioned trust, business growth, and safety, because that's what every business wants to do. They want to know that their money is safe. We're in a world now where hacking can occur, scams can occur, and businesses really want to make sure that their money is safe, so that the customer's money is also, when the customer's making the transaction, everything is done above board. So talk to us about how does any device like this allow for that to happen, especially the safety concern.
So again, the whole idea is to be able to ensure businesses can transact. And again, I'm just going a little bit back to these brands that we are associated with. With the safety aspect, to be associated to them carries a lot of weight. And with regard to, obviously, like you said, fraud that happens, we've got a dedicated fraud team within our business that's only duty is to monitor these transactions on a daily basis and ensure that we limit fraud.
Yeah, without it. I want to touch on some of the stuff that you sell. So I'm looking at it here, and I want to go by step by step. Of course, airtime, data, electricity. I mean, if we go back 22 years ago, you needed to go to a shop. They would give you these old, what is it, Vodacom, MTN, those cards where you had to scratch at the coin. You would know very well, Mubeen, about it. But, how does this make things simpler? Talk to us about that, please.
So this is what really differentiates us from a lot of our competitors. So what we've done is we enhanced our device to not only accept payments, but you could grow your business by selling alternate products with our device. So what we do is we provide you with a device where you can sell airtime, electricity, similar to a printout if you go to purchase from someone. So the device that we enable your business with doesn't only accept the payment, but you can sell these products from your device, and you can earn immediate profit by doing this.
I was going to talk about electricity. I mean, there has to be relationships built with municipalities, because in order for that to happen, it has to. So I mean, it's not just HelloPay growing as a brand. It's also your relationships that you are building with municipalities, with mobile service providers like the Vodacoms, the MTNs, the Cell Cs, the Telcoms. And then, of course, bus tickets. I mean, doing it with the likes of your Greyhounds and so much more. Relationship building, and this is what businesses need to do.
100%. And we talk about relationships. It's not just with our suppliers. What differentiates us from our competitors in the market is the relationships we have with our customers. And a massive thing on that is that you'll see a lot of competitor products you could purchase online, or you could go into a wholesaler or a cash and carry and purchase the device there. We do things very differently. If someone is interested in our device, whether they contact us on social media, whether they drop us a message on the website or on our WhatsApp channels, what we do is we contact the customer directly, someone from our customer service center. We set up an appointment with this customer and we personally go out to them to sign them up. So that is something we do very differently because of the one-on-one relationship we want with that customer. Once we're there and the customer is interested, we obviously set the device up, show them how it works, take them through everything, explain them about their payments, when they'll get settled. So relationships, it's something not just with HelloPay, but the whole Hello group, we realize is really, really important. So when it comes to suppliers and also the end consumer, that is something that's really important to us.
I'm going to touch on personal relationship because this is something you've mentioned it. You've mentioned something very important, that this is what HelloPay wants to go ahead and do, and that's how we're going to continue the conversation after the break. I'm in conversation with Mubeen Sanjee. We're going to be talking relationship, personal relationship, and it's important because as a consumer, as a business person, you have to maintain those relationships for an effective business transaction. Do stay tuned. I'll have more for you after this break. Welcome back to News in Focus. I'm still in conversation with Mohamed Mubeen Sanjee. He's the National Sales Manager for HelloPay. Now, Mubeen, before we talk about the personal relationship that the group offers, I want to talk of wallet-to-wallet payments, because when we talk of wallet payments, it's generally one person receives or one person sends. But here we've got something where it can be done from both sides. Talk to us about that, please.
So we touched a little bit on the VAS services we offer, the Airtime electricity data, and the wallet payments are directly related to this. When it comes to selling these products, what we enable customers to do is be able to top up a wallet and sell these products directly from there. So what happens in the wallet-to-wallet payment is we actually link the device to a wallet for the customer instead of a bank account. And when a customer swipes on the device, your wallet gets topped up. So instead of that money getting paid into your bank account the next day, it gets paid into your wallet. And that wallet enables you to sell these products.
And it's all done via an app.
All done via
an app. Oh, lovely. I want to talk of the personal relationships and service, because you get many organizations that say, okay, we've done the business, thank you very much, goodbye. If you need us again, you'll speak to us. How important is HelloPay's ability to maintain these relationships? Because this is what makes businesses grow, isn't it?
100%, definitely. I completely agree with you, Faraz. And what we've realized over the years working with Hello Groups is the importance of that relationship. So like we initially said, is that we had a lot of migrant workers that use our products, and the relationship with them, the trust to get from them was all based on the relationships. When we initially launched HelloPay, the reason we targeted the migrant business owner before the South African business owner is because of those relationships. They trusted us so much, they knew us, and the relationship we had with them allowed them to take the product. And we saw we used that same model actually to get into the South African market. Unfortunately, I believe service in South Africa, service levels or expected service levels are actually referred to as great service in South Africa, because we're not used to great service. And what we can do to change that is get better relationships with our customers and increase that service level.
Apps has become it's become part of our lives. Everything you do is an app, whether you go into a banking app, whether you go to e-commerce, anything and everything now is working on apps. How is HelloPay, along with obviously the mother body Hello Group, saying we're going to take things to a whole new level with regards to our app? You've mentioned obviously the products that are there, but is there something you could share to say there's so much more that can be actually done on the app that makes us different from the rest?
So we actually in the phase of launching our new app that does all these things that we talked about, your wallet payments and those kind of things. Now we want to take that wallet payment to a next level, where you don't only use your wallet to sell airtime and electricity, but what we want to do is get a whole lot of users on this app, which allows you then to do wallet-to-wallet transfers as well. What that means is that if I have a HelloPay app and you have a HelloPay app, I might need to settle you for something or owe you some money, and we could transfer the money that way. also, what we could do is we're getting to the point where a lot of our merchants actually go to wholesalers and cash and carries and buy stock from them. So you'll be able to settle these kind of wholesalers or suppliers as well. And that's where we're taking our app as well. We're constantly looking at new innovative ways to make business easier and to actually grow your business as a final user.
You talk about innovative ways. So you know how it is if you're going out for dinner with a bunch of friends and one person's doing the payment and all you have to do is give that person the money, whether it's your share or whatever the case may be. Does this device or does the app allow for there to be instant payment? Because everything's instant gratification. You know that for a fact. So does this allow for there to be instant gratification, especially when it comes to immediate payments and them reflecting on the account if both of you have a Hello Pay device?
I actually love that example because we've all been to restaurants where we have to split the bill.
Of course,
So what this will actually enable is if the restaurant is enabled and has the Hello Pay device and Hello Pay app, the consumers, in the long run, we'd want the consumer to also have the app. Currently, we're looking at businesses only. But in the long run, in the future, when I said we're going to develop the app and get it out to a consumer as well, if we are settling the bill and we're 6 of us and the bill is, for example, 600, where we all have to put 100 rand each, we could use our wallets to all transfer 100 rand from our wallet to the merchant wallet.
Lovely.
And it's instant reflection. So they'd get it immediately.
I mean, that definitely is something because, you know, back in the day, you know, you'd have to go to the ATM, draw out money. Such a headache when it comes to that. Mubeen, success stories. Talk to us about that. For those who have started to use the Hello Pay service, what's been their reaction? What's been their take on it? And what have you as Hello Pay, as the group, said, let's take it, whether positive or negative, for that improvement to occur?
So we have a lot of success stories, specifically from our Asian merchants who've trusted us. But there's a recent story that comes to mind. We were in Soweto recently. Like I said, we're trying to grow within the South African market. And we came across a lady that our team affectionately knows as Mama Lydia. And Mama Lydia had a business, a chicken business. She used to braai in the street outside Bara Taxi Rank. She had a spot, and there were about 4 of them that had this and ran this little family business. Her daughter-in-law worked for them as well. And we approached Mama Lydia to see if we can enable her to actually go cashless, to grow her business, because it would bring completely different customers, the customers that wouldn't usually go to her because they didn't have cash. So we approached her and we spent some time with her and explained the benefits, and Mama Lydia was very happy to come on board. And what we did is we some images on the screen as well.
I'm just seeing that now. So she's one of the success stories.
She's one of the success stories. We provided her with some massive gazebos to cover the area where they stand, so they don't have to be in the sun. They're covered when it's rain. And alhamdulillah, it's been such an amazing thing. It was just about 2 months ago, and we've seen a 15% increase in Mama Lydia's business already. So inshallah, in the long run, it will even grow more. But there is something that's
I mean, that's a beautiful success story, because it talks about, you know, informal traders who, you know, are quite influential within our economy.
100%.
And they give a lot to the economy. And here's somebody who really wants to make a living. But, and it comes to our next question, because Hello Pay has helped those where it used to be traditionally cash. Now you can go ahead and swipe your card, like especially your barber shops, which are, you know, occupied by the subcontinent Asian migrant workers that are here. And a lot of them used to use cash. Now they have a device where you can say, swipe it, sort it, thank you very much for your service.
Definitely, and like it brings me back to that, the point is where a lot of us have got used to not carrying cash. We don't want to because of the safety aspect. And you'd go to these barbers and you always, I think the first thing, if it's a new barber that you go to, like, do you accept card payments?
Of course,
And a lot of them didn't. So enabling them to do this is definitely assisting them in growing their business and taking it to the next level.
In the era of digital, everything being digital, how has this device really influenced so many people? I ask this because, you know, Mama Lydia's story, you know, you've just mentioned it. You know, all she has to do is she has to charge it at a house. bring it for the day, whether it's 10 hours, whether she's going to be at a spot for 10 hours. Shukr, there's no load shedding as we speak right now. But, you know, something like this where she doesn't need a connection, where you need a 2-pin cable. She carries it in her bed. She takes it with her. It's linked to her bank account. It's so simplistic. In the era of the digital world right now, in the digital banking world, in the digital payment world, this really influences a lot, doesn't it?
It definitely influences a lot. It helps people. Again, I'm coming to grow their business. You know, a lot of people are reluctant to change.
Yes, of
and
course,
a lot of people who are so used to only accepting cash in their business are reluctant to try the product out. But like I said, we sit with them, we explain to them, show them the benefits. We actually offer a 1-month free rental for them to say, listen, try it out. You're not going to get a rental charge. See if it helps you grow your business and see the difference it makes. And I think once you get them to just interact a bit, use the device a bit, it makes such a massive difference to them. And yes, the reluctancy to change moves around. I think more with the younger generation, they're not so reluctant to try out when it comes to tech. But a lot of the older businesses we do see that the reluctancy, but once they get used to it and see the benefits it brings, they definitely move on to this.
Right, Mubeen, if anyone's watching that has been convinced by your words to go ahead and buy this device from HelloPay, what do they need to do?
There's a couple of things they can do. They can visit us on our website, www.hellopay.co.za. They can check us out on our socials, or they could WhatsApp us on the number below there, 065 106 3876. That's how they can reach out to us.
Mubeen, Jazakallah so much for joining us on News in Focus. Really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for having me.
That is Mohamed Mubeen Sanjee, is of course the National Sales Manager for HelloPay. Well, that's how we close off News in Focus. But of course, before we close off, here's a video just talking about the services with regards to HelloPay. For myself, Ras Patel, the rest of the team in Johannesburg, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.